Hey there, I'm Kelly. Welcome to my channel. I have decided after years of not running a full marathon that I am going to run a full marathon this year, 2026 Steamtown Marathon in Scranton, Pennsylvania. I've done it twice before, and I served on the committee and worked the finish line for many years. But what happened was this year, one of the sweetest men on the planet, on the committee did pass away. And so I'm going to be running the 2026 Steamtown Marathon in memory of Jimmy Moran, a staple in the running community here in northeastern Pennsylvania. So getting started with week one. My training is coming from the Runna app. That's RUNNA. I will put a link down below if you want to try Runna for 2 weeks. Basically, it's like having your coach in your pocket. You get a running plan, and there's a whole community. Workouts just for you, coaches, nutritional advice, etc., all of the things to help keep you accountable. And I like being held accountable. I like having a checklist like, okay, Kelly, here are your workouts, and you tick that box when it's done. It is synced to my watch. It is synced to my Strava. It's synced to my Garmin and my Apple Watch. So both of them. And yeah, I'm really loving the app. And it's making training fun for me. And again, like just holding me accountable. I like seeing the progression inside the app. So that's Runna, RUNNA. And I will put a link in the description down below so you could give it a try for 2 weeks for $0. So here we go. Here is the adventures of the first week of the training for the Steamtown Marathon. I hope you enjoy adventures with Kelly and some cameo appearances by Willow and Bob. Beautiful morning in the high 50s, no humidity. Absolutely stunning morning. Willow.
Drink your water.
Bye, Poop. This is where the finish line of the Steamtown Marathon will be. That's our federal courthouse. And this is our county courthouse. We have a beautiful courthouse square here in Scranton. And somewhere, there it is. Where is it? Where's the plaque? There it is. This is what we want to see. Official Steamtown Marathon finish line. The official finish line. We'll be crossing this in October. So that was 3.5 miles, easy run, the first run of the official Steamtown Marathon training, 18 weeks of training. Time to take a shower, have some breakfast, get to work. I have 7 massages on my book today, so I need to power up. I'm gonna have some protein waffles for like a snack post-run, then yogurt with berries, and then chicken breast for lunch. So that's it. Good afternoon. It's Wednesday, and I'm in between clients right now, so I thought I'd pop in and tell you or actually to remind you that you're stronger than you think you are. For the past couple years, I have been like a 12-minute miler, 11:30 minute miler. That's per mile, not kilometer. And my second run this week from the Runna app, which is my marathon plan is through the app called Runna, RUNNA, had me doing a progression run, which, okay, I'm fine with that. If you don't know what that is you start at one pace, and as you go along, you get a little bit faster, a little bit faster, a little bit faster. I used to call that a predator run, but in Runna, they call it a progression run. So I can do a progression run, no problem at all. Well, I've been running like 11:20, 11:25, 11:15, and they had me doing the first mile conversation pace. First half mile conversation pace. Then pick it up to 10:30 then 9:55, then 9:45 for a total of a 3.5 mile run. And I was scared to death. I was like, I have not run these speeds in years. How am I going to get this done? I hit those paces a couple of times, which made me so proud. So proud. So I just wanted to come on and say that I was so afraid to do this run. And when the run was over and I saw that I didn't maintain it for the full mile, but when I looked at my watch, like I could see I'm doing this pace, and I just got started. This is like week 1 of serious marathon training for a fall marathon this year. And I did it. And I was over the moon excited when I finished my run. So I just wanted to pop in and remind you that yes, you can do it. And yes, it might scare you. And that's okay. In fact, I think if it scares us, that's even more reason to go ahead and give it a try. So like I said, it's Wednesday. Tomorrow I have a full body strength workout. Friday is another 3.5 mile easy run. Saturday is my long run, 12 mile progression run, which I'm feeling great about right now. I'm sure Friday night, Saturday morning, the nerves will start to creep in, but I will let you know how it goes. Hope you're having a great day. Good morning. It is Friday morning. Yay, TGIF. Anyway, I have a 3.5 mile easy run this morning, which I'm so happy it's easy because it is hot outside. It's nearly 70 degrees and the dew point is like 70. So it is humid. We had thunderstorms last night, so it's just hot and steamy out there. So I've got my water. I put a little bit of Gatorade powder into it, just so I could have a little bit of extra electrolyte while I'm out there, because where I live, it's pretty hilly. So even though it's an easy run, that doesn't mean that it's necessarily an easy run, because I run where I live and then I go down to Courthouse Square. It's like downhill there, but then it's uphill back. So it's an easy run as far as pace goes. No pushing it, no tempo, nothing like that. But it's just easy, but it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be like taking a shower from the inside out with that humidity out there. So this is what I look like now. We'll see what I look like when I'm done. 3.5 miles. It is hot. It is sweaty. Long grind back up to home, but have a nice recovery walk back home, at least a 1/4 mile, maybe longer. I don't care how long it takes. And here the bugs are circling, and I might have forgot to put deodorant on. So that's how it went. Overall, it went well, but it is a hot one today. Hey, little girl. Yeah, you were in the water? Okay. So it's Saturday morning. We are about 2.25 miles into a 12-mile run. All right, we chose to run on the rails trail this morning for the shade, and the river for Willow so she can dunk in the river. We have water for her, but she likes to get an extra drink and also to cool her off. I have 2 gels and some Advocare Rehydrate. So I'm gonna gel at 4.5 and 8.5, and that should be good. This route is like a net uphill going for the first 6 miles, and then it'll be a net downhill coming home for the last 6 miles, which is what I love, downhill. All right, see you at the next break. Ready? There she comes, jumping in the river. River Willow. Does not feel good. Get yourself in there, Willow. Get yourself in there. Nice and cool. Good girl. She loves the river, and it's so good for her. She goes in, she gets cool, so we can keep going and get on with our training. Oop! Don't get hurt, sweetheart. Don't get hurt. She's doing her sniff work. So here we are. We just did 12 miles along the trails. I'm a wretched mess. Had a rough patch. I'm gonna say between 11 miles 10 and a half and 11 and a half. It was just, it's hot, and then Willow slowed down. So Bob took off, as he should, so that I was trying to hang on to Willow, who was trying to catch up to Bob, and it was, forget it. It was crazy nuts, but it is done. It was supposed to be a progression run, but I say it was a stay alive run. There are no running police, so even though the Runner app told me that this was a progression run, I got the 12 miles in, and I'm super proud. It's hot. You know, the last couple of years, my target race was a 10-miler over Labor Day weekend. So in the middle of June, to already be hitting 12 miles in the heat, I'm really proud of myself, because it's been a number of years since I've done that. So we're gonna get a nice coffee and a cool drink and a pup cup for Willow, and it's gonna be great. Willow's on a nice walk back. Just something about working hard and then slowing down and enjoying the recovery and feeling the pride and that runner's high. I don't know. She's looking for her daddy, but he's there. And who's gonna get a pup cup, Willow? There you have it. Week 1 is in the books. All runs were good. Some sun, some heat, some humidity, but it was great overall. 12 miles was the long run. So we're gonna regroup and get ready for week number 2. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video on the next run. Mwah.